Well, Patience is perfectly content with her daughter and career, and dating is the last thing on her mind. Meanwhile, busy bachelor Michael is longing for companionship but feels he's missed his chances of finding a partner. However, sparks fly and stars align upon their chance encounter in a bakery. Author J.B. Vampel is here this morning from Philadelphia. She's back to tell us about her latest romance novel, Unlike Before. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. Let's talk about this book here. Tell us what's going on with these characters in Unlike Before.
Sure. So as previously mentioned, Patience is a divorced single mother and successful realtor, and Michael is a bachelor and has the owner of a lucrative construction company. And there are two people who pretty much gave up on finding love. You know, Patience, since leaving her tumultuous relationship 9 years ago, she has spent the years following, trying to rebuild her life and thrive in her career while raising her daughter. So she really is not looking to entertain another relationship. And then we have Michael, who spent his years on his education and building his company to what it is now. And, he didn't have the time or energy to devote to previous relationships, which is resulting in them failing. And now, since taking the time away from dating is allowing him to reflect on himself and work on himself. So now he is waiting for an opportunity to find companionship, but does feel he misses opportunity. And when these two meet, the sparks do fly, but unfortunately for them, their path to happily ever after does not without its share of challenges.
There's always going to be some issues, especially in a book, but it's kind of like real life, right?
Yeah.
And so people may be able to relate to some of the things going on here. Their romance is thriving until Patience's past resurfaces.
Yes, that is correct. So Patience deals with quite a bit throughout this story. One thing is some family drama that you could kind of start to see brew from the beginning of the story that eventually comes to a head once she enters this relationship. And her past does rear its ugly, disrespectful head, which kind of turns her world upside down and threatens the relationship that she's in with Michael.
All right, so I have to ask, where did you get the idea for this story?
Like this story and any other story that I've previously written, it usually comes in a day. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
While I was in the middle of working on something else. But when the story hit me, I immediately fell in love with the characters and the storyline and knew it was something that I needed to write. And so I did, and I absolutely love the story.
And here it is with some complex characters. You're no stranger to these type of stories. We were talking to the break. This is your 11th novel.
Yes.
Wow. And it came out in April. And second or third romance?
Second romance.
Second romance
Yes.
novel. So again, pretty easy to write these for you now at this point?
Writing is always the easy part for me.
Yeah.
Creating these stories and these characters is something that I've always loved to do. So yeah, writing and weaving these stories is the easy part. It's something that I absolutely love.
That's awesome. And we always encourage you when you do your next book, as you said, you're working on some things now, come back. But let's talk about this one, Unlike Before. Where can people pick up a copy of this and find your other works?
Sure. So all of my books are available at online retailers where books are sold. We have Amazon, Barnes & Noble, such and such. And I am easy to find if you want to look for me as the author and find out what I'm doing next as far as signings are concerned. Anywhere on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, look up J.B. Vampel, and also through my website, jbvampel.com. You can keep up with me and my work.
That's awesome. Well, summer's coming. Great summer read here, and we appreciate your time today. Thank